What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 5 of my lower league series with Gainsborough Trinity in Football Manager 2018. And guys, here we've hit the new year. We're into 2018. Well, it's 2018 in real life right now, of course. But in this save, we're hit the new year, and also it could be new year, new contract. I'll show you some results soon as we go through this. But guys, make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video. Like the video. Already in the series, it's kind of dropping in interest. Even last episode at this point didn't hit 1,000 views yet. I know this series with a team like Gainsborough Trinity wasn't really going to be interesting to a lot of my subscribers, but I really appreciate you guys who are watching because the interaction is pretty high considering that in terms of the comments. So make sure you leave a comment as I do read them all. Thank you guys for the support that are watching. So we will get straight into this meeting, board request meeting to discuss club improvement. So attend the meeting says, we'd like to gauge your opinion on whether discussing a new contract for you will be well received. And I'm like, yeah, the players, the fans, they'll love that for sure. I'm just like, yeah, that would be a fantastic idea. I'd love a contract. I'd love a further contract. Too easy, new contract to be offered. I like that. But for now, we will go into the schedule and we'll take a look at the results after that one against Harrogate. Obviously, previous episode, we played that FC United as well. A couple of tough games and we're back on that unbeaten streak now. There was like 3 away games in a row. So it was good to get the victory against Kidderminster. As you can see there, Craig King scoring early in the match on the 11th minute. And Nathan Jarman sealing with the penalty, sealing from the spot there. Against Leamington, we played away from home again, 1-1. We got an injury to Ashley Worsfold at that point. He's all right now. Wasn't a huge injury. Then that next fixture there against Darlington, you can see there was a bit of a break. So that I think we needed that. I think we needed that break as well, even though we got some decent results after the FC United and Harrogate. But I feel the team needed a bit of a more break. And yeah, Craig King, he actually had some decent form. Like he had a little bit of a a good patch of form there. He had a really good game there. Just got the assist, but 9.2. You can see he played a lot of passes, more than normal, that one against Brackley. So he is a good player, even though I think we need a better player to play in right midfield. He gets the job done. He's solid. And actually here we had 2 in a row against Boston United. So yeah, as we went into the new year, Bradley Wells actually played that match. He scored and then he got injured. So that wasn't that good, the injured part. And then we were able to beat them at home. I thought if we could get a draw away from home, yeah, I think will be a good chance to win in the home fixture for us, where Alex Simmons scored, Curtis Bateson as well, so he's getting a go. Because we had an injury to our other striker, Nathan Jarman. Yeah, he picked up injury as well. So we're managing that all right. Obviously, when Alex Simmons is on the pitch, we always stand a good chance to be scoring in the match. And I feel he's that kind of player that could take us to the next division and then potentially to League 2. But you get those kind of players in the lower leagues in this situation, could help you get to the football leagues, but then maybe they're not good enough. Then you need to kind of invest in some better quality players, because you can't expect a guy who's doing at this level, doing up to League 1 and even Championship. But yeah, you never forget those guys. Like when you get to the Premier League, you don't forget those guys. They played a big part in getting you those early promotions, which were just as important. So with those results, guys, now we're sitting in 3rd. So I wanted to play important games in the next episode I did. So we got Blythe away from home there. You can see they're 5th, and also Nuneaton. They actually have another game in hands. So yeah, I would say 2 teams in the playoff position. So yeah, let me know if that's a good idea. If you like me playing these challenging games against better teams in the league, I tried to get that right. So yeah, hopefully you like that. But now this is where the contract talks are coming through. Let's just accept this. Like, I'm not in a position really to reject it. As you can see, accept current vision. And then they offer us the new contract. Jack Hollison, he's the coach. Let me know if we should invest in more stuff. I don't really know. Like, financially, I think we're doing okay. When I've done these saves in the past, normally we'll dip into the red, but we're not really looking like that at the moment, which is pretty good. And even without cup runs. So, yeah, that looks fine. So, it's just a 1-year extension, which that is expected. in these lower leagues. So I'm just happy, yeah, to get that extension right now. And yeah, I'll just accept what they give me, because right now, like, it's not, we can't do anything. I'm not going to talk about how it'd be cool to do something with the money in Football Manager in a form like GTA style, buying cars, houses, and whatnot. I don't think it needs, people always said, but I don't think it really needs to be, yeah, something like that. So now I've just got a call from Ryan Carter from the non-league paper. Wants to talk about my new contract. And I'll say I'm delighted to have signed a new deal. I'm absolutely loving it here. And it was a no-brainer to commit to staying for even longer. Uh-oh. I didn't anticipate this. Ah, they ruined it. They ruined it. We're going to just have to play Nuneaton in a week now. And then, okay. We're still going to do both those games, but they just change up the scheduling. Okay, we've got more okay. I'll see you guys in 7 days for the match. Unless there's another game postponed. But guys, I wanted to give you a look at the dynamics at least, because this is obviously a new feature in Football Manager 2018. I personally haven't used it maybe as much as other people, but I say used it. You don't really do much. It's more something you take a look at. You can have a team meeting. Obviously, the game in the future. So, you see, there's only one player unhappy. You see Liam King, he wants to play a bit more. Kern Miller, he's asking to leave. We haven't really utilized him, so yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, so you can take a look at some of the good things there. There's a lot of positives. There isn't really negatives. Managerial support, very good. And the dressing room atmosphere is very good right now as well. So, this wasn't really my choice. I didn't really... It's Jack Collison himself. So, yeah, we're going to be paying 6K. Normally, when I'm managing a bigger team, yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. But 6K for us, I guess we're going decently financially. Look, it's still 90K, so we're doing all right. We gain decent profit for the season. Again, like I said, compared to normal saves like this, I tend to end up in the red, even this time in the season, or at least gets very close. But if he gains the Continental Pro license, that'll be very good for him, because I already told you guys, he has those decent attributes. He doesn't really have to, like, his lowest is 6 fitness, which is fine because he wouldn't be a fitness coach. And if you take a look at the rest, yeah, he's not too bad for this level of football. But here we should be all set to have a good home game against Nuneaton. We're going to be playing them first. That wasn't the way it was planned. But then see, Blythe is just 3 days later, so we're going to have to deal with that. But that should be okay, I think. Very important to pick up 3 points here against Nuneaton. See, they've still got they've played 23, so it's so mixed. There's some teams that have played 26. So it gives us, look, like we've played 2 less games than the 2 teams on top of us. So, yeah, if we still want to try and keep our chances alive for finishing top, automatic promotion, I still don't see that happening. You have to win too many matches in a row, I'd say. But we don't want to give it up. We got to win these kind of matches. So, yeah, again, not too many changes. I'll talk about the same thing to you guys. We could potentially have better wingers. That's a position we could look to invest for the next season. Just really depends financially with the wages and all that, who will let go of. I want to talk about that as well. What do you think about contracts? Like, because majority of the players, like, yeah, they're running out of contract, and I try and offer them a new contract, but they want more money than they're on right now, and eventually we would be in the red wage-wise if we gave everyone improvement on their contract. So let me know what you do in that situation when basically 9 out of 10 times a player wants more wages. So yeah, let me know as we get into the match. And the formation they're using is a 4-5-1. I'm a bit wary when a team goes like this because they've got more numbers in midfield than we do. So yeah, I just want to see maybe how the first 15, 20 minutes go. Maybe we'll make a change if we're not really controlling the match. But also, we got to avenge what happened last time against Nuneaton, so we'll say that. Which, of course, was an early season game. We lost, 2-1, so it wasn't completely terrible away from home. But yeah, as you can see, it was the 3rd league match of the season. And now let's get into kickoff. But I'm pretty pleased with how things are going. And even I talk about promotion, some of you guys may think maybe it's not even the best thing. But I touched on it previously. I'd say I'd never give away the chance to be promoted. Even if the next season could be really, really tough, I want to give it my all. Because if we can staying up, the challenge would be for next season. I think we could get enough points just to stay up. I don't expect another season like consecutive promotions. But if we got Simmons, Like, that's what I mean. I think we'll be able to pick up enough points because he's so dangerous and he'll only be getting better. He's just 21 and he feels like a mid-20s, not in his early 20s. That's how he just feels as a player, Alex Simmons. To me, at least. And here we go. We seem to be controlling the game decently, but we give... Just these over-the-top balls kill us. But normally, they waste a chance. But I touched on that previously when you've seen that as a thing teams do. That's exactly it. The lower league teams, that's their style. And I've kind of switched it up. We don't really play that. So some games you'll see us play quality football, but sometimes the skill level will be down. But it's great when it comes off. Though right now we aren't really doing too much. And I think... I talked about, how it could be because they're playing that 5 in the midfield. So maybe we need a bit of a tactical change here ourselves. So this is going to be a bit of a bold one. We are going to go control. I thought about it. No, I wasn't going to drop one of the strikers out. I think, it's not really needed at this point. Even though, like, if it wasn't Simmons, maybe if it was Worsfold with a 6.3, maybe. I know... What? Sorry, guys. I had him in the wrong position. Because I had a previous player that I switched and played defensive forward. I think it would have been Curtis Bateson. So, yeah. Maybe just that change, playing him in his best role, well, apart from advanced forward. What's weird, he doesn't actually have 100% natural. He just has accomplished... I never understood that, even like in his natural position. But yeah, either way, we'll just go back to the dressing room and you may have noticed that, but if you didn't, all good. So let's just say I'm not happy with the performance. Only the keeper's looking stressed in Paul Tyson. So I'm just going to say there's more to come from you, but he's still looking stressed. So maybe that just change of role to Alex Simmons to what we've normally been playing him. That will be fine. And there is a early highlight, just a couple minutes in. Evans. He's been having some good games recently. Don't forget, still a young guy. Still a young player. It's very good experience. Look, play this out wide, Richards. Oh, didn't believe in his quality there to try and play that out to Davey. And I think that's what we needed. There was space there. There was space there. You got to believe in your ability to play that ball. But now Evans, okay. We've got possession back. Now Lacey to Clark in midfield. Goes to Richards. And Richards, he's one of our better players as well. And we get it to Worsfold. Hey, there we go. That's some good combinations up top. I told you, both those guys, they play well together. And you see their creative ability, passes. Richards, he did get it to Worsfold there. And just the 1-2 with Simmons. They've got a great chemistry between each other. That's a great partnership for us. I talked about, Simmons... Only 21. Worsfold. He's 27. So he's a bit older. He's got that experience in him. And I think you can see that. 27's not too old as well. Like, I'm 27 in real life. So, yeah, I don't like to say that's an old player. But we seem to be cruising pretty well at the moment. I don't really feel major changes are needed. But we are on that control mentality compared to normal, just on the standard. And we haven't done too badly, I'd say. But one change, this is probably more just a player role change. I'm going to bring on Alice Story, and he can play a more defensive. He can be a defensive fullback here. I wonder if Josh Lacey, we can put him on defenders. I'll see they're technically the better roles for them, the more natural. But I genuinely like fullbacks. Support helps getting forward. But now, because we've got that lead, and I know it's a close game, we'll just leave it like that. And like I said, not major changes, just some little changes there that can help us hold on. And we also will go tighten up along with that. This is going to be an important highlight. If we score from it, probably ensures the 3 points for us. Dangerous ball in. Oh, it's Clark. Gets it to Davey. He doesn't score too many goals out there on the left, but he cut in and he was able to finish. I was happy with that. Let's take a look at the replay. Simmons drifting out wide there. And he got a dangerous ball in. They obviously couldn't clear it well enough, and Davey hit that first time. That was a decent hit for him, considering he's considering he's a left-sided player, he's left-footed. So now this puts us in a great position. We could probably make some changes to freshen up legs for the next match, or keep lads fresh for the next match coming up. So I think Jonathan Williams will come on. Oh, Shane Clark, he's had a great game. I'm always thinking both central midfielders will just make the changes, and Simon Russell will come on for Jordan Richards there. And I think, that fits us perfectly. And seems like we're just playing it out right now. Nuneaton, they don't really look like doing anything at all. They've had 0 shots on target for the match, so I'm really impressed with our defensive setup. Chances the opposition have, like they had one of those over-top balls, but they missed completely. That was probably their best chance of the match. Like, that side of things you see sometimes, but like you've seen here, apart from that, they haven't really looked too likely. So it just shows you might see 1 or 2 chances like that, but you don't see it so regularly. It's not like they're exploiting that terribly for us. We're able to contain those chances. So I'm pleased with that. But AFC Telford get a good result there away from home against Salford, who they would have needed a victory, so we can stay away from them a bit. And see, look, York is in a really good... Both York and Southport, it's going to be hard to catch up to them. And even I talk about we might need new wingers, but Davey he's going along all right, and he's developing a little bit in his attributes. At 23, you'd expect a little bit, but not major. And they're like, you have those guys where it could be generally those wingers where they're just solid. They're solid players, but they're not the key guys in the team. They're just playing a role for you. But that's something where I want to invest. I want to pick up some guys on a free in the off-season, get some quality left wingers. Well, a really good left winger, really good right winger, so it could be dominant for next season, regardless if we don't get promoted or if we do. I think if we do, we might need that even more. But then, guys, in this position, because obviously they're not pushed up like left wing and right wing, just left mid and right mid, would you prefer them maybe to be like Davey, who's someone... He does have a bit more defensive game to him. So we can be better defensively, of course. Or a guy that's just going to be really quick, pacey, going to get down, get crosses in and help us score more. You got to weigh it up like that. And those 6 games unbeaten from Saturday, 2nd December 2017 until now is a new Gainsborough record. Let's get into this next one against Blythe. They're sitting in 5th right now. So this is another where we kind of need to hold off. We need to at least keep in mind maybe a draw will be okay for us. Morale's looking pretty good. Nathan Jarman, he's probably going to need some of the reserve, under 18 matches. It's cool how they can actually play for the under 18s, despite not being under 18. We don't really have an under 18 team that, like, in terms of the players, there's no one there. We just got a guy out on loan in Charlie Gatta, who is 19 as well, so he's over 18. But we'll just change Alex Simmons back to the deep lying forward on attack. And you can see a lot of our guys are having connections, like every position, actually. Like right back connecting with right mid, the 2 centre backs, left back to left mid, centre mid, and the strikers. So, that's really good. The only thing there to see the striker, there we go. Ashley Worsfold and Alex Simmons have a good partnership and generally play well together. That's kind of telling me what I know already. Worsfold is also perfect for advanced forward role. I know, Simmons is not quite natural, but like I said, he's not natural in any duty. But, happy with our team's connection, the chemistry. Let's get into the match, boys. And it looks like they are playing a pretty attacking formation, so we could have a chance. But, of course, to lose, potentially, as well. But what I mean is, if we have a right game, if we hold them off defensively, like we do in majority of games, but... we don't want to read into it too much. But they come into 19th in the form table as we're 3rd. So, let's show them why. Let's show them why, lads. And, that's all I'm thinking. If they're playing this fairly... Ooh, it's raining. Take a look at that. I was like, well, there was a waterlogged pitch. It might happen during this match as well. They're not having good conditions at the moment. But I find it cool. I always love managing in the lower leagues because it's not like a packed stadium. You just see these lads like standing up. It's cool to see like that. Like you can't see that in FIFA. It's just one of the special things. And you see where we will come from And maybe we'll have those packed stadiums one day. Let's see that ball over the top. Oh, that was close. So we did actually try that on that occasion. But come on. Okay. Simmons did well to win that. Worsfold. So look at their combination. So good. Now out wide to King. Gets the cross in. And Simmons on the volley. Finishes. Makes it 1-0. Just 10 minutes into this match. A great way to start off. So those lads are a bit less hyped now. With conceding an early goal. Simmons. But look at the space. Look at the space King has. Knocked it ahead of himself. Yeah, did that well when he knocked ahead of himself and then created space. Got the cross in. Perfect. And there's a highlight right away. I hope we wouldn't concede. That's only what I wouldn't want at this point. Because, yeah, we started well. I'd love to win it back and score a second. That will be perfect. But I would hate it to be one of those we concede. But no, Clark on point with the tackle. And now Evans on the ball. Gets it to Worsfold. We're just playing some great stuff right now. We look like a team that is going to get promoted. Like the style of football we're playing. Come on, King. He's very solid. And gets it. Then puts another ball in. Davey! We get lucky. We get lucky. It's a mistake by Jacob Hansen. Oh... 2-0 very early in the game. We will take that, though. But that's created by us. You create your own luck. Oh, how about that ball by Lacey? Don't let that go past you. That was really good. Oh, that was cute by Davey. He's having a good game. A good episode. But does he not get credited even with an assist? That's a bit unlucky. Okay, can we make it 3-0? This early? Oh... We might do. We're just dominating them here away from home. How would their fans feel? Like, this is a team that's vying for promotion in the playoffs. Okay, King whips it in. Davey? Worsfold? No, I think that highlight will just end. Yeah, he was offside either way. And they're really not seeming like a threat. Like, I'm surprised considering, like, what they're playing, a fairly attacking formation compared to previous teams, and... They haven't seemed like a threat at all, really. So we'll just head into the team talk. I think we can only praise them at this point. Not so many responses there apart from Luke Givran. But let's just head into the second half. The lads are focused. Sometimes that's potentially... Like, that could be better than all guys, like, happy, like, motivated. Sometimes being focused is better than being motivated. But it would be nice to say focused. Now, King gets it to Worsfold. I reckon when we make it 3-0, that's going to be for sure. If we make it 3-0 in the game, of course. And they had to make a change there early in the half. It's not happening for them. But I think a Shane Clark, yeah, Shane Clark on a yellow at the moment is something we're going to be a bit careful with. And we'll bring on Johnny Williams. Bring on John Williams here. The ball winning midfield, like for like. And maybe just a bit of a shout, say tighten up, even though I'm pretty comfortable with how the game is coming along. But now just around 20 minutes left. Ideally, I would like to take Lacey off because, 69%. He's having a good game, though. And maybe a similar change will make that Alastory change once more, defensive fullback. And maybe, we'll just do the same again, defensive fullback for Josh Lacey as well, the 23-year-old. He's going down in a couple attributes, up in the off the ball, which is very low. So it's good that's going up. Let's just confirm. Okay. Let's see, is the third goal going to finally come? And we can definitely finish off this game at 2-0. You just never know. Anything can happen there. Dangerous! Oh, this is dangerous. And Worsfold, like, the keeper, he didn't even move. He knew he was gone. He was just kind of giving up there. I want to see on the replay how this looks right here. Great ball. But you see this in the lower leagues. In, like, Premier League, stuff like that. The keepers come for that. That's why I was like, oh, yeah, okay, this is going to be a good chance. The keepers come from that at top levels. Oh, hit us with another highlight here. Could we make it 4-0? That would be This would be maybe our biggest win for the season. And I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting a tough match here. But at least you get to see, yeah, how we've been performing. Oh, Davey, look at him go! Look at him go! He kind of wasted that, though. But, okay, the highlight's still alive. There's still more to happen here. Maybe, if they score, could they still have a chance? I'm not sure. I said if we made it 3-0, we're going to win for sure. But it's the Hobson, and maybe Dale has other plans. Okay, maybe. They've clawed one back here. We'll take a look at the replay, see how that came along for them. They played it out. Rutherford went to Richards. He got onto his right there, and that was just a great ball. That was really good, actually. Here we're going to take Jordan Richards off, and we're going to bring on Simon Russell. I think that'll be the best change. Just some more fresh legs. And we still should be all right, unless they get one really quickly. But no, I think we'll be all right. Maybe a bit disappointed we're not going to get the clean sheets. But let's just get the goal back here. King Williams. Go so close. And what I was going to say is King, he's really expecting to play a bit more, but yeah, we just can't fit him in. There's just like, when we bring on centre mids, there's better players ahead of him, and maybe he's a guy we're just going to have to let go of. You get that when you're playing really good football as well. You don't really need to make changes. Like, you're happy with your general team, like starting 11 and the players you normally bring on. And hey, there was more than a minute when this highlight started, so we could score another. And we might be a good chance to score 4 in this game. Worsfold. No, they defend that really well. Okay, it's still highlight. Okay. Let's see what's going to happen. We've got it back. Simmons. There's at least going to be a shot. I like to think anyway. Judging my experience in Football Manager. There's going to be a chance, and that was it. And that's just going to be a free kick. Because, yeah, normally when the highlight starts, it's about 30 seconds or 40 seconds. There's just a highlight at the end of the game. There's no goal. But when it's longer than that, when it's at least a minute, there's normally a chance. That's me. I know. They haven't really changed that since the history of Football Manager, essentially. No, actually, that was in recent years. In older Football Manager games, it wasn't like that. The game would just end. I'm trying to remember if it was like that in the older games now. But anyway, guys, that was another nice victory. So that consolidates us a little bit, like in third. Like FC United, they are 6 points. 6 points behind us now, and we've got a better goal difference. And we can see that most definitely. Tom Davey, he's perfected his ability to play in his current position where we're playing him in left midfield. And, oh yeah, we can see that for sure. But guys, we will leave it there. Pretty good episode. Really good results. 2-0, 3-1. Probably the best episode so far for you guys to, like I said, I'm happy when you can see our good form. Obviously, we're sitting in third position. You know we're having a good season, but I think this episode has reflected it best so far against 2 good opposition that were vying for promotion as well themselves and still are. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Again, guys, make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video. Share also, whether you have Twitter, you've got a Facebook account, share with your friends. If you're in Football Manager groups as well on Facebook, any forums, yeah, I really appreciate that. Any kind of sharing of my content. You guys are great supporters. So I appreciate that. And I'll see you guys next time.